How many genders are there?
I heard you have a tiny wiener.
Yeah, I bet you heard that from your mom. China, China. Get your LED sign with factory pricing, China. And this one is infinity mirror sign. Any shape and size can be customized. Buy a customized product at the most worthwhile price. No MOQ, we can ship it to you no matter where you are. Can you believe that? We can customize it on our website or send your logo to us to get a quote. And follow LC sign.
I'm gay.
I'm a lesbian.
I am pansexual.
I'm Tony. Anyways, if you want to start a business on a budget, make sure you go to the Source Factory. Reliable quality, cost-effective, and responsive sales team. All these signs come with CUL certifications. Send your logo to see how much it costs, and follow LC sign.
I can't lie, and I'm sure all of you watching this can't lie as well, but Tony makes some very interesting videos, and it's good marketing strategies, making fun of the ABCD woke community and all of their nonsense.
I heard you like trans girls.
Nope. Anyways, how to know your spend on signs are worthwhile, a simple ways to check if they have spare parts. LC Sign would provide spare thread rods and nuts and sleeve nuts, suitable template with holes, transformer or adapter in the package, wire connect file, not just the amazing sign itself. Online after sales service provide 3 years warranty. ULC, DDP service for the tariff, professional for franchise signs. Come to LC Sign.
My nigga.
Who are you cosplaying as?
Jigglypuff, specifically the bandana Jigglypuff from Smash Bros. Melee.
I'm Tony. This is our ultra-thin light box. The design is very human. Just slide it in, like this. The panel is 85% tempered glass panel with 1 year warranty, and the thickness is 1 centimeter. Put on your wall like no space occupied. Link in bio to order and follow LC Sign.
Oh, that's right.
And what is the most powerful weapon against hate? Love. And I see it in every single one of you. I see love on every single face that I'm looking at. And remember that you are a person, and you are full of the one thing that is the most powerful weapon that we can use to take our country back.
The ABCD community come out and make videos thinking they're saying some of the most profound things when they say the most stupidest things known to man. Your definition of love is basically anyone who accepts the degeneracy that you engage in, and if people disagree with you, apparently they don't love you. I do not want to hear your definition of love and what you believe in, because you believe you can change the multiple things that are just fairy tale la 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 nonsense.
What made you want to organize this protest?
Well, I spent 26 months in prison for DUI negligent homicide.
Respect.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. That was after I was the victim of domestic violence, and so the experience really taught me that whoever goes to prison is a victim first.
You was getting abused, then you was having a couple drinks to deal with your pain, and then you was driving,
Gotcha.
and then someone happened to be in the way.
Actually, I hit a shopping cart at 3 miles an hour in a parking lot, and the shopping cart knocked someone over, and he died about a week later.
Man, so it was really the shopping cart that should have been in prison.
Fair to say, or the alcohol, one of the two, yeah.
Just when I thought I've heard it all, this person literally somehow in some capacity made themselves out to be the victim when they were the one to literally kill someone, but somehow she came out to say that she was the victim in this whole situation. I thought I've heard it all, but I really haven't.
Martha Mason of the U.S. Army. I operate your nation's missile defense systems, but more importantly, my pronouns are she and her, and I am a woman of color.
Hey, quit screaming.
Lastly, if you care about our democracy, you will sign up right now.
For all the people who saw that video, this was all a joke, even though it might have seemed real to some people, but this person makes skits mimicking the ABCD community and how they act, because they genuinely do act like this. So if you are fooled, it is all a joke.
They, them, energy. They, them, energy. They, them, energy. They, them, energy.
You have got to be kidding me. There is no way in blue hell this person thought this was a good song and this was a good idea to perform said song live in front of people, and not to only perform it live in front of people, but to also post it on social media for people to see.
We'll fight against Doge. We'll fight Elon Musk. No, we won't stand. Within our walls we'll fight from dawn to dusk. Oh, which side are you on? Not Trump. Which side are you on? Not Israel. Which side are you on? Not Hamas. Which side are you on? Trump's coming for our union. He's gonna put you on concentration camp. He wants us to fail.
Before we get back into the video, make sure you guys like the video if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the bell that you'll see beside the subscribe button so that you're notified when one of my videos come out. Follow me on Instagram, X as they call it, TikTok at YinkaThatGuy, and let's get back into the video.
Inherent transphobia and thus anti-blackness that is embedded within this compliment. The excitement around Pamela Anderson not wearing makeup at a time where anti-trans legislation and transphobia is heightened, I need you to get that this is also signaling Pamela Anderson is a real woman. Look, she doesn't even have to wear makeup. And she doesn't have to wear makeup, and when she does it, she's ethereal doing it. Look, and this is in style. Here's another example. This is Elle also calling Pamela Anderson ethereal. And then I saw it again, and that may make you think, well, this can't be transphobia. Queerty is calling Dylan Mulvaney ethereal as well. And we know Dylan Mulvaney is a trans woman. So I was like, that's interesting. What is the definition of ethereal? Extremely delicate and light in a way that seems too perfect for this world. See, the gag is anti-blackness and transphobia are intrinsically linked. Okay? So whenever you see the presence of transphobia, anti-blackness is deeply embedded. Because when you look at how Cynthia Erivo's outfit was described last night, Elle, who also said that Pamela Anderson was ethereal, described Cynthia Erivo as the chicest Tin Man. Not ethereal here. A man. See that?
How in the blue hell did you somehow make this about transgenderism and racism? I'm really trying to understand the way people think things through before they post what they post. I don't know how in the blue hell talking about someone else's beauty made you think in your mind it was a good thing to do to make a video about how you're a victim. If you want to compete in the Victim Olympics, you can let us all know that.
It angers me when people are like, this woke stuff, it's gotta go. That's telling me that you don't care about my lived experience. You don't care about the oppression of the LGBTQ community. You don't care about the oppression of the disabled. You don't care about the oppression of immigrants. You don't care about your fellow neighbor. And that is ungodly. That is not Christian. So.
Well, yeah, but you know what the most ironic thing is? They don't care about it, and they don't care about it while wearing big fat crosses around their necks.
Yes.
Well.
Yes.
Wait, I gotta step in here. Sonny, about your lived experience. You're doing better than over 99% of the country. You're not oppressed. And no one is oppressing the disabled. They are oppressed by their disability. And with LGBT, well, taking over every corporation, running the culture with an entire month in your name, and turning every criticism into a hate crime is not exactly oppression. It's called a privilege that others do not have. And with immigrants, I'm an immigrant. I am not oppressed, Sonny. I have the same opportunities as everyone else, and I'm absolutely offended by condescending liberals like you telling me that I am a victim and that I'm oppressed. And all of this cuts right into the core of your wokeness, trading righteousness and virtue signaling to look good while shutting down everyone who doesn't bow to your narrative, like calling Christians ungodly for not being woke. By the way, try saying that to Muslims who are not woke either, and you will quickly realize just how kind Christians have been to you.
It's giving misogyny. Stinginess is a form of misogyny. I'm sorry. You don't want to give a woman money. That's bare weird. That's super weird. You want to siphon my energy, but you don't want to give me money knowing that a woman is always going to need money. And it's not even from a place of me being poor or needy or desperate. It's just the reality that, like, that money will bring ease to my life, but you'd rather hoard it. That's so weird. You don't want to pay it forward. You don't want to redistribute your wealth. Weird. You don't think I'm deserving of reparations. That's strange.
At this point, women like this should just come out and say that they're prostitutes, because everything they seem to want from men is what we would have considered to be prostitution back in the day, and they're making it seem like it's something normal. Apparently it's misogyny if you don't want to give money to your girlfriend or to the person that you're interested in. We are completely doomed.
Male bodies are naturally better at jumping higher, running faster, and moving bigger weight. Women's bodies are typically better at timing, balance, and flexibility. If we look at the sports that are popular in our patriarchal-led world, sports like basketball and football, which in the US are the most moneymakers and the biggest watched sports, only revolve around the qualities that male bodies are good at. The sports that aren't popular, like dance, figure skating, gymnastics, which women absolutely naturally excel at, are not popular.
When she said male bodies, I knew there was going to be more stupidity said in this video, but of course, being me and for the people, I had to endure and watch the full video, and of course, as I said, there was stupidity said. Feminism claims that women are strong and independent women, but then at the same time, they're also oppressed people, which is what we call Schrodinger's feminism. There's somehow strong women like Supergirl who can do anything, but then also at the same time, they're oppressed and people are not doing things they want to do. Maybe it's the case that if women were actually to go and watch these sports, you would have the numbers you want to have. But you blame it on men, but it's you women who don't go and watch the sports that you're talking about. And if they did, you would have the viewership you needed, but they don't.
We're on this line and we were instructed that allies could come and stand on this line to remind other white people that this is a space for black people.
You know, black spaces are important and that they should be enjoyed by black people, for black people. And that's not our job to be interested in there. That's not our space. Our space is to help hold the line.
We're here to stand as a physical monument in order to represent the idea that it should be safe.
I don't know how white liberals go around doing this, and it doesn't even make any sense to me that you white liberals are going around saying this is a space for black people and to remind that black people need their own spaces. Yeah, it's white people doing this. Make it make sense to me. This whole racism mumbo jumbo nonsense is also tiresome.
The executive orders that Trump has been signing have been using dehumanizing language for people with chronic illnesses and mental illness. Specifically in this one, establishing the president's Make America Healthy Again Commission. It refers to people who have cancer, autism, ADHD, IBS, psoriasis, multiple sclerosis, other autoimmune conditions, fatty liver disease, pre-diabetic, overweight or obese, and uses the language, these health burdens. And then also goes on to call it a dire threat to the American people and our way of life, and then says that it is going to harm us, our economy, and our security. So this is really a war on sick people. Specifically regarding children and Make Our Children Healthy Again strategy, it says that within 180 days of this order, the commission shall submit to the president a strategy. So within 180 days, they're going to have a plan to make sure that there's no more sick people here. This document also complains that sick people are the reason why 77% of young adults do not qualify for the military. So that's their concern. It's that they're not going to have enough manpower to wage wars on all of these different regions. But back to this, them using terms like burden and dire threat to our way of life, harm our national security, this is the beginning of dehumanizing language. This is the first step in that. And make no mistake, this is eugenics.
The fact that you can make a whole video due to the fact that people want more healthy people in society is absolutely alarming. We have settled with things below the bar. It's absolutely sad.
Does anyone else just miss being like normal sad about the world instead of like catastrophically worried and horrified by everything happening under this new administration? Or is it just me? And yes, I know I'm going to get one of two responses. It's either going to be like, yes, Kyra, take me back. We missed that luxury. We did not realize that was a luxury, but I want it back. If that's your take, welcome to my page. I'm happy you're here. Or I'm gonna get the maggots and they're gonna be like, oh, daddy's your president. Daddy's getting shit done. This is what we need. Oh, I can't help but laugh at you. Like, I'm sorry you peaked in high school. I'm sorry varsity football was the best you ever did. I'm sorry you have a teeny tiny wiener and want to align yourself with men who obviously also have teeny tiny wieners. Or if you're a woman, I'm sorry you're used to mediocre men and you haven't learned to think for yourself. I'm sorry you're a racist. I'm sorry you're bigoted. I'm sorry you're a misogynist. All these things. It sucks to be you. Sucks to suck. So if you're that one, I wouldn't comment, honestly, because I'm just going to block you or I'm going to roast you, which is more fun for me. So if you feel the same, welcome. And if you don't, fuck all the way off.
I'm sad at the fact that people like you are making videos and posting it online thinking you're saying something that's actually smart, when in actuality you're just showing how stupid you are. But hey, I'm here for it. It's more content for me.
The app kept saying you are not allowed access to online banking. And I was like, what the hell does that mean? And so the nice cashier was like, it's okay, no worries. We'll just put this to the side for you. We'll keep it all together. Come on back and then we can just go straight to customer service and they'll check you out. Don't worry about it. And I was like, thanks. And I left. But as I started walking home, all I could think about was that scene in the first season of The Handmaid's Tale. I think it was the first season where it was before, when Gilead was taking over, June and Moira are in the coffee shop and all of a sudden their debit cards don't work. And it turns out that women aren't allowed to have access to bank accounts and the money has to go to a male relative. And that got me to thinking, because what the hell? I don't have one of those. I am not married, nor have I ever been married to anyone. I don't have brothers. My father is deceased. My grandfather is obviously both long deceased. Like, what am I gonna do? Have to ask my cousin, who I haven't seen since the 90s, if he'll hold my bank account?
The thing I find very saddening is the fact that someone could get to as old as this woman and still be this stupid. It was a case that years ago we used to say with age comes wisdom, and now I've grown up and I look at life and say to myself, there are a lot of old people who are still this stupid.
My name is Jazz and I am transgender. At an early age, as soon as I could express myself, I made it clear I was a girl. Guided by medical professionals, I began my social transition at age 5. At age 11, gender-affirming hair helped me avoid developing secondary male characteristics, and when I was 17 and a half, I got my bottom surgery. Today, people call my family abusive, but does this look abusive? My brother Sander is a fierce social media ally. My dad has always fought for my rights and is an incredible protective father. My brother Griffin has taken on pro bono LGBTQ+ cases. My sister Ari does LGBTQ+ research. And my mom has been my greatest supporter and rock since the moment I was born. My story is proof of unconditional love
and the power of family. Trans people need your support and deserve all the basic human rights you have.
Don't listen to what you hear in the media. Get to know trans people.
Yeah, so you're this made up thing that doesn't even mean anything. Congratulations.
Could you hold my mirror really quick for a cig? Thank you. What's that supposed to be about, baby? Da-na-na-na-na, acting crazy, reminiscing on the good times daily. Da-na-na-na, acting shady. What's that supposed to be about, baby? Da-na-na-na, acting crazy.
This video really pisses me off. You asked that homeless man to hold your mirror for a cig just so you can film him and his condition to post online to try to make fun of and embarrass him. Seriously, is this what you do? You go out and you film people that are less fortunate than you for social media content, and all for what? Some likes and attention? Shame on you. And this isn't the first time. You made a homeless woman that told you she could not swim jump in some water for 20 bucks. And after she did jump in, you and your friends ran away as she was crying out for help. You really think it's okay to treat people that way? Well, karma is real. What goes around comes around. You need to do better. Mind your own business.
Happy Monday. So, I'm from Maine. It was a great weekend. Sir, not only are you starting shit with our governor, who, by the way, before she was governor, she was the district attorney and the attorney general. She knows the law. Our biggest celebrity, kind of our only celebrity, does not like you. We guzzle Moxie and Ellen's coffee brandy by the gallon. I know men who go outside in -2-degree weather in shorts. We go to beaches that are just jagged rocks next to freezing cold ice water for fun. We don't scare easy. And you really think you're gonna intimidate us? Really?
I saw the blue hair, I watched the video, and as per usual, you know the deal.